praise has been heaped on the man known as Blind Dave Healy, who's just completed an 800 miles charity cycle ride from Colditz Castle in Germany back to his hometown of West Bromwich. On the way, he's raised thousands of pounds for the Albion Foundation. And for the final stage of his journey, he was joined by the former West Brom footballer Chris Brunt and the West Midlands Chief Constable, Sir David Thompson.
What these guys have done this week to raise money for a great foundation is incredible. The football club means a lot to him, the foundation means a lot to him, and I think that's what drives him. Obviously, he's an absolute credit to the community and a credit to the football club.
Blind Dave Healy's a bit of a legend, isn't he? He's a proper character. He's a proper guy from the community. Everybody knows and loves. He's putting something back into the community through his efforts. It is absolutely what's great about this region.
Well, I'm delighted to say that Dave has made it here to the studio, and with him his daughter Georgie, who was a big part of the organisation of the trip. You're called a legend there by, you know, the likes of a chief constable and a former West Brom footballer. What do you make of that?
More a legend, I think, than a legend. But, no, it's lovely to hear people, you know, the way that they do put things across, and I just do things because I want to do them. You know, there's no status with me at all. What you see is what you get, but it is nice to hear, you know. And
it's lovely to see you, Dave. I mean, how are you feeling 24 hours on? I gather the knee's a bit sore.
Knee's a bit sore, bottom's a bit sore, slightly tired, as you can expect. But you know what? It was just one fantastic adventure, one incredible journey, one unbelievable team effort. We were just absolutely fantastic, and like everything else, the pain goes away after a couple of days, and you remember the good times
and the team and the people around you.
Yeah, they were just fantastic. The riders were incredible. The support staff were just, well, second to none. The two outriders on the motorbikes just kept us ticking along as we went on. The whole team just played its part together fantastically.
And part of that team was your daughter Georgie here.
Yes.
And you, what did you do, Georgie? Just explain.
So I just tried to make everything as easy as possible for the riders, so that all they had to worry about is jumping on the bikes and completing the challenge.
And was it enjoyable? I mean, the whole event?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was such an experience. It was so nice to be a part of Team Blind Dave, like right there, rather than hearing about it once he gets back.
Yeah, and what do you make of your dad?
He's pretty special. Yeah, he's pretty inspirational. It's pretty cool to have a dad like him.
And I know I touched on this the other day when I was talking to you and you were still on the continent, Dave, but you're, what, 64 now?
Yeah.
I mean, how many more challenges have you got in you?
That's a very good question, Nick. I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm not going to stop. Have I got another 1,000-miler in me? I don't know. I want a few days, few weeks to rest up, and I'm sure someone else will pop up, but whether it'll be as drastic a journey, I do not know. But, you know, we'll keep fundraising for the Albion Foundation. And
just explain what that's all about.
Well, the Albion Foundation, just the tip of the iceberg, basically, is what I'm going to talk about, but they support blind football, wheelchair football, disability sports in general, underprivileged kids, special needs. They've now started, I think it was 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago, a school for people who couldn't hack it in mainstream. And the foundation themselves, the men and the women who work in there, and Rob Lake, the director, they're just fantastic people. No 9 to 5, it's any time till any time. But what they do for these kids, and what we hope we all do for them, is that we give them the opportunity to become a team but an individual. And I always say, hopefully this blind old codger can do this, then they'll look upon me and think, well, if he can do it, I can do it. And if that's the case...
How much have you raised then?
We've just tipped over £30,000 on the Just Giving. We know there's a few bob more coming in, so it's going to take another 2 or 3 weeks before we gather it all in. But hey-ho, fingers crossed.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. Dave, thanks for coming in to talk to us.
It's a pleasure,
George, as well. Lovely to meet you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Well done.